your diet, change your life, change the planet.
It's May 15th, 2013, and I'm in uncharted territory right now. I'm running up Mount Anthony in Bennington with Jim Sweeney, winner of the Umstead 100, and his dog Boomer, and we're doing our 4th descent of Mount Anthony. Most I've ever done is 3, and that was a couple weeks ago with Jim, and we're experiencing pain and exhaustion on this run like you can't imagine. And we've just begun our 4th descent. It's a little over 1,200 feet of vertical and a little over a mile up and down 4 times. This is probably one of the worst feelings I've ever felt. Really? Yeah. Now how does this compare to doing a 100-miler? End of a 100-miler is just full exhaustion. Don't want to do anything. This, your quads just burn. We're halfway up. Now it kicks into a 45% slope. It's ridiculous. And my steps are maybe 8 inches each, but it's like the little dewdrops, the baby steps that I talk about. You know, if you just keep your head down and do tiny, tiny steps, you can do anything. Even this. Are you done? Yeah. Oh, God. With anything in life, whether it be running up a mountain, dealing with a project, learning something, getting out of bed, eating a clean plant-based diet, making smoothies, if you take little steps, you can accomplish anything. Because in my mind right now, it's screaming to quit. It's like, Jim stopped, you can stop too. You don't have to keep going. Take a break and wait for him. And if I think about making it all the way to the top, that's too big a thought, it hurts too much. So I can't think about it. I can only think about each step. And each step hurts so much. But it's a pain I can tolerate. And then as soon as I take the step, I celebrate it and I forget about it. I let it go so the pain doesn't add up. I don't think about the steps ahead, and I don't think about the steps behind me. I just take this one. And if I only focus on this one, I can handle the pain. But if I let them add up in my head, I can't. My steps are no more than 6 to 8 inches. But I've got to keep running. Got to keep running. One of the things I love about running with Jim, he's got to work early, so we got out here today at 6:45 in the morning. And I would never ever train this early, especially a workout this hard. And every Wednesday he comes over, we do an early morning mountain run. My day is amazing because the hardest thing that I'll ever face all day or all week, I already got done. And it'll be 9 a.m. and I've already run up a mountain 4 times. Nothing else can touch me after that. I don't care how much I have on my plate. I can little dewdrop and little step anything after doing this. And here as I head up towards the summit, the hard part's done. Now I've got this section, it's maybe 30% slope. But since I've already done 45, this doesn't feel hard anymore. Once you've done the hard stuff, your mind relaxes. And other stuff that would normally be way outside of your comfort zone and ability becomes easier because you've already done something so much harder. So I recommend getting a buddy to get you engaged in doing something really difficult at least once a week, early in the morning. Transforms your day, possibly your week, maybe even your life. Holy crap. Yes. Oh man, right? Oh my God, that was incredible. Incredibly hard. I can't believe we actually did it.
I can't do it. I can't believe I'm thinking about doing 5 next month.
So is that what you want to do? One of these a month and just keep increasing?
Yeah.
Is that the plan?
All the way up to Grindstone, which is in October.
And tell us about Grindstone.
Grindstone's a 100-mile race in Virginia that has 23,000 feet of elevation gain. So this is overkill for it, but it'll get me ready.
Most people would think that the hardest part of this workout is running up the mountain 4 times. But what about the downhills? What do you think of that?
Downhills hurt even more.
Because we're dropping 1,200 feet in a little over a mile.
And you keep braking, which burns your quads.
This is one of the things that people don't realize. If you're going to train for intense trail running, an intense ultra with lots of vertical, don't just think about the up. You also have to think about the down. Because the down tears you up just as much as the up. In fact, we're going to be stumbling, yeah, if not more. Because there's a lot more force coming down in your quads downhill. It's like 5 to 8 times your body weight. Whereas going uphill, it's just your body weight. So there's a lot more force on the quads. And you need to train the downhills as well as the uphills if you want to do well in an up and downhill race, which all ultras have and most trail races. Train the ups and train the downs. So, you know, dropping down to the car kills us as much as coming back up. In fact, it makes each ascent that much harder. It's not a recovery going downhill.
Not at all.
You were telling me about your long run in the Albany Pine Bush, which is a 5-mile loop?
5-mile loop.
8 times?
8 to 10 times, with each loop has about 500 feet of elevation gain.
When I first talked to you about that, I thought, well, why don't you just do a 40 to 50 mile loop? And what was your answer?
I don't have to carry anything. I
And
can come back to the car, and I always have water, I always have food, and it's a great mental workout, because you're coming back to the car mile 30, mile 35, and you're exhausted. You could easily just get in the car and say, hey, I've done more than most people have today. But you know, lap 8, lap 9, you're still going when the car's right there. So
the car is calling your name, the voice of quit is screaming in your head, and if you can overcome that and head out on the next loop, that makes you even that much more tougher.
I truly believe that.
Which on a 40 to 50 mile loop, you don't have a choice but to finish.
Right.
So you can't quit, but when you're coming back to the car every 5 miles, you can quit.
Easily. And 100 miles, 50-mile trail races, they're all, last 50% of it's all mental.
So that's something that I think is really important if you're going to do an ultra or any kind of long, really challenging race. Don't train on big loops where you have no choice but to finish. Train on loops where you keep coming back to the car so that you can overcome that urge to give up. Because when you're in the long race, your brain's going to be telling you to give up. It's going to be screaming at you to give up. And if you keep coming back to a comfort zone and then turn your back on it and go back into the woods again, you're going to be that much stronger mentally. So that's an awesome tip from Jim. The braking through here is the worst part. Every step your quad is braking. Against 5 to 8 times your body weight. Oh, here it's like 35%. Oh, and you can't even slow down, it's too fast. Oh. Yeah.
4 times.
4 times. 9.3 miles, 4,800 feet of gain.
In 2.5 hours.